Have you ever struggled with organizing your work schedule? Or maybe you've spent hours manually entering data in Excel? Well, today I'm going to show you how to create a professional and automated work schedule in Microsoft Excel. Whether you're a beginner just starting out or an experienced user looking to streamline your process, this video has something for you. Stick around until the end for some advanced formatting tricks that will take your schedule to the next level. Let's get started. I already opened a blank Excel file, and first I will click on a cell, for example B8, and type the number 1. This will represent the first day of the month. I press enter, then click on the same cell again. Now I move to the Home tab and find the editing section. From here I open the fill options and select series. Since we're making a schedule for January, I enter 31 in the stop value field because January has 31 days. Press OK. Just like that, Excel automatically fills in all the dates. Next, let's make our table more readable. I click in the top left corner of the worksheet to select everything. Then I move my cursor to any column border, hold down the left mouse button, and then drag to adjust the column widths evenly. Let's adjust the columns to 60 pixels width. This ensures that all data fits neatly inside the cells. Now let's add the weekdays. January 1st falls on a Wednesday, so I type WED below the number 1. Then I hover over to the bottom right corner of the cell, click and drag to autofill the rest of the month. Excel will automatically repeat the weekdays in sequence. Easy, right? Alright, let's highlight all the cells and align them in the center. Next, I need to add employee names. I select the two adjacent cells, A8 and A9, and merge them into one larger cell using the Merge and Center button. Nice. Then I use the autofill handle to quickly merge the remaining cells below. Now I enter the column title and type in the employee names. I just copy and paste some random names. Let's make this column larger. To make it more readable, I will highlight all the cells from A8 to A31 and press the Wrap Text button. Also in the last cell, I will type total number of employees per day. Done. To make the table more structured, I select the entire table, click on the borders icon, and choose all borders from the drop-down list. This helps keep everything visually organized. Now comes the most important part, adding work hours. In addition, employees periodically go on vacation and sometimes go on sick leave. All this should be reflected in the work schedule. Let's say our first employee starts at 10 a.m. I type 10 a.m. into cell B10. But notice how Excel changes the format automatically? To avoid issues, first I will reduce the font size slightly to keep everything aligned. Let's change the font size to 10 and center the cells. Then I can change the number format and choose from the time category for this one. Now, instead of manually entering the end time for all employees, let's use a formula. Since each employee works 8 hours plus 1 hour lunch break, I need to add 9 hours in total. I click on the Arrive Time cell, which is B11 for the first employee and first day, and type equal, followed by the cell B10, add a plus sign. Now I will add the function time, open brackets. Type 9 for the desired hours and 2 zeros for minutes and seconds. Close brackets. And press enter. Excel instantly calculates the correct end time. Just keep in mind that in different versions of Excel, you may need to use a semicolon instead of a comma, depending on your regional settings. Since the employee has the same schedule for the next 4 days, I can save time by simply copying the data. I select both the start and end time cells, use Ctrl-C to copy, and then Control V to paste them into the following days. Now let's add days off. I merge two adjacent cells, for example P10 and P11, and type D/O for day off. Then I copy this formula to the other rest days. For vacations and sick leave, I follow the same method but use VAC for vacation and SL for sick leave. I will now fill out the work schedule for the rest of the employees. I will fast forward with this procedure so as to not waste your time.
A few moments later.
Done. To make this table even more user-friendly, I will add color coding. Let's highlight the cells with the time inside, from B10 to AF29. Go to the Home tab, go to the Conditional Formatting menu. Select New Rule. I choose Format only cells that contain. Then, from the drop-down menu, select specific text. Here to the right, type D/O. Then I apply a green fill. Now, whenever I enter a day off, Excel will automatically highlight it. Even if I want to add a day off to an employee, it will automatically turn green in the schedule. I will follow exactly the same steps for vacation and sick leave. Let's quickly apply the rules from conditional formatting. I will choose the blue color for vacation and orange color for sick leave. To count how many employees are working each day, I will use a simple formula. Go to cell B30. Highlight and merge these two cells. Type equal, count, open brackets. Then I will select a range of cells and close the bracket. Then I divide it by 2. This ensures that the program only counts work shifts, ignoring text formats like days off or vacation. Enter. Change the formatting of the cell to text. Then I drag the formula across the entire row to get the count for each day. Excel counted the number of selected cells with the exception of the cell where there is a text format, and the final result had to be divided into 2, because each employee has 2 cells. And if I hadn't done this, the result would have been not 10, but 20. Finally, let's calculate the total working hours per employee. I will create a new column at the end of the table right here. Let's name the column Total Hours per Employee. I make some basic formatting like merging the cells, wrap the text, and adjust the width of the column. Let's add a border. Enter a similar formula as before using the count function. But this time multiply by 8, the standard workday length. This gives me a quick overview of the total hours worked per employee. You can customize it further based on your needs. I left this area empty to add a logo, a title for your work schedule, and information like color code of each parameter, like vacation, days off, and sick leave. Finally, I like to remove the grid lines from my worksheet. Now it's more readable. And there you have it, a fully functional work schedule in Microsoft Excel. If you want, you can download the complete version of this work schedule and use it. The link is in the description. If you want to learn more Excel tips and tricks, you can check my 7-hour Excel course, where I have over 120 hacks and tips fully updated for 2025. If you find this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more Excel tips. Wishing you all the best in mastering Excel. See you in the next video.